became aware of the research that was being done on the benefits of dance for people with Parkinson's through studies that were being conducted on tango at Washington University in St. Louis by Gammon Earhart.
We actually found a tango instructor who also had a background in neuropsychology and social cognition and aging. And we did an 8-week pilot program, which actually was hugely successful.
And then there was huge national press on the Brooklyn Parkinson's group and Mark Morris Dance Group and the things they were doing for people with PD. We realized it was innovative and it made perfect sense, and we began exploring ways to implement a dance program in Houston.
The Houston Ballet's mission, and it's a general, all-encompassing mission, is to foster the long-lasting love of dance. My father has Parkinson's disease, and how can I, feel like I'm doing something? And that's when I started finding out, well, there's actually this program in Brooklyn that's already been started with dance and Parkinson's patients, and so I started looking at that and thinking, we can do that.
My friend Barbara Beers, who's still with the company, sent me a website of Dance with Parkinson's, the program that Mark Morris started in New York. And I looked at it, this was about 9 months ago, and I looked at it and I thought, wow, that's so interesting.
I was talking with Helene about how we might do some kind of program. And so, one thing led to another. And it's been, sounds kind of funny. It's this perfect pas de deux between Houston Area Parkinson Society and Houston Ballet on this program. It's just been tremendous.
What they're finding through research is that social connection, creativity, and having a cognitive aspect to exercise actually enhances the benefits to people with Parkinson's disease. And when you think about it, dance has all of those.
Stretch again. Bobby, excellent. You guys took some risks today. That was terrific. And lift up.
It's really interesting to see the improvement, the physical improvement.
And stretch.
But not only that, there have been people that I've known for 7.5 years, and through 7.5 years, I've not seen them smile as much as I've seen them smile in the 6 weeks that this dance class has been meeting.
Back to neutral.
There's something about music and dance that reaches the soul. And with a disease like Parkinson's that is sort of something that is totally uncontrolled and involuntary, their muscles just do things that they can't control. Music gets in deeper.
5, 6.
Most of the time their caretakers or their spouses come with them. Everyone has to participate.
2, stretch up. 3.
So everyone's on an equal playing field when you start. For them, that's really important.
Right arm forward and bend. And back down.
I retired from the Houston Police Department in 1995. I was going to my doctor, my primary care physician, for a routine physical exam. And at the completion of the exam, he said, sit down, I'm going to tell you something you're not going to want to hear. And so I did, and he says, I strongly suspect that you have Parkinson's disease. After going to a physical therapy for a while, that I learned some methods of dealing with that, but I just felt like I needed more. And when I found out about the dance program and the ballet program, I said, what can it hurt? I'm in this for the duration. There's no backing out.
In my mind, I would always have been a dancer, but in reality, I couldn't do anything. And so I really enjoyed that. And then when we heard that the ballet class was going to happen, I said, Ellis, I'm going to ask you to do me a big favor. Please do that ballet so that I can go too.
Occasionally we find ourselves dancing in the kitchen.
We do. Our grandkids think we're crazy.
I'm a registered dietitian. I worked in a hospital for 20 plus years. As Parkinson progresses, I find that my body is just going to pot everywhere. My balance, my posture, my stiffness. Even though it's just an exercise class, I would love it. But I noticed that by the time we start sitting down, then we move to the bar, and we're getting stronger. By the time they let us loose on the floor, we're all walking. At home, I dance in the car, I dance when I'm ironing, I dance when I'm cooking. No rhythm, but I really love it. It makes me feel free. It was no surprise to me when I read that Parkinson's patients are helped by music. Could told you that myself.
Left. Lift up, stretch to the ceiling, over. 2.
I started dancing when I was in my mid-teens, but then it came to the choice of paying the rent and buying groceries, so I had to give up the dancing, but I kept it on as a sideline for many years. It was a very emotional thing when I first came in, because to be back in the setting with the bar and the music and the people and everything, and the same type of, dum da da dum da da dum beat that you would do your bar exercises to. It brought back so many old memories and things.
Stretch, good.
Some people, supposedly friends, have said, why in the devil are you doing that? At your age, you should be sitting at home, doing things. And I said, I can't do that. I don't want to sit and have moss grow on the north side of me or anything. I enjoy the exercise, I enjoy being with the people, and I love to dance. For me, very much something I really enjoy and I want to continue with as long as I can.
I'm a school teacher currently. I teach hearing impaired children. I've done that for about 20 years. My first symptoms started when I was teaching my kinder music classes. I was having difficulty doing repetitive movements with the children. Prior to starting the class, my left arm, I was having difficulty raising it the whole way over my head, and that's become a lot easier for me now. So I've benefited that way, but I've also benefited emotionally. You're just accepted in this group, and what you do, and that's okay if you can't do everything, and everyone's just so supportive of everyone else. It's a great feeling. I think a lot of times when we're first diagnosed, we think we're okay and that we don't need outside help, but one of the best things about HAPS is getting to know other people with Parkinson's and sharing our experiences.
I was the accounting manager for Shell Oil Company, and the total years is 30 years, and I just recently retired.
Release 5.
When I first came, I said, well, what do I have to learn? I mean, I know nothing about dancing, I know nothing about ballet. I said, what kind of, step that, Christy can teach us? So I said, ooh, okay, kind of, surprised and, kind of excited at the same time.
Hold.
And I like the idea of whoever is in the room has to participate. Mm-hmm. And, we brought our kids for them to see it and to participate so that they can understand what's going on. And so as a family, we understand each other better, we support each other better. So those are the things that's very subtle, and it's hard to describe in one word.
Every day when I kind of walk, kind of slump a little bit, I remember you say you need to sit straight and, keep your body, line up straight. And then I say, okay, let's walk like Christy. So I changed my posture, so.
My father is a lawyer. He discovered Parkinson almost 10 years ago when he was actually dancing with my mother, and he feels struggle on certain movements. Being a doctor, I was interested in not only on medications and physical therapy, but also in giving them more quality of life, engaging them on other activities.
Excellent.
My kids are 15 and 11. I was explaining them that the reason why I decided to continue with the classes was to help them to walk better, and to have a better quality of life. When I came to the program and I picked them up, I saw how happy were they, and I thought, okay, this is worth it, and I will continue with it. And my kids have to understand that life is fast, yes, but love is sharing, and they will learn to share.
You know, most of the time, people are sitting in the audience and they're living that desire for movement through watching our performances. And these people are really dancing, and it's tremendous.
You hold hands, or you're dancing together and you're interacting at a different level. It doesn't feel like caregiver and patient. It feels like partners coming together and participating in an activity that they both enjoy and that is just incredibly beneficial.
This was something that I had never experienced before, not like this, because it's a level of disability that's taken to a level of ability with love and no judgment.
Up. Good. Excellent. Terrific.
The final thing that is incredibly wonderful is that we all stand in a circle and we hold hands. And basically, it's just about passing the energy. I explain it that we're just turning to the person next to you saying, thank you for dancing with me. It just represents a feeling of unity, that we've done this together, that we all respect each other.
And that they've totally accomplished a miracle, a small miracle.